recording.
All right. Appreciate everyone coming out and watching. For Pocky is doing the Team Magma back-to-back in the Magma Hideout, and Maxie.
Start streaming.
So 2 pretty big fights. So it'll be pretty fun to watch.
Here we go. Although we should mute Toaster's stream probably.
But I'm gonna
grab a link to mine.
So encourage everyone here to go over there.
Get in the channel. Magma back-to-back and Maxie double.
And I'll hop back on after that. Move up to
Alright. Fire my own thing. Oh, beast. Oh, that's a funny intro. Alright. I think I got Toaster. Okay, great. Make sure there's not any cross thing because I had Toaster stream unmuted coming through for a bit. I think we're good. Alright, so for those of you who missed last time was Wake, Candace, and a pile of encounters. You didn't see it. Second, oh, got wrecked, sweetie. Yeah, I like ending off with Meganium is one of my favorite ones to end off with. Such a great sprite, such a great mod. For those of you who were not here last stream, we did a pile of encounters after 2 fights. So quick review. We hit Gastrodon, Love Disc, Corsola, Pangoro, Gothitelle, Marini. So like, there's a Love Disc, among other things. I'm taking a positive outlook. I'm thinking this is really good for New Game Plus, right? Super good for New Game Plus. I'm not even sure I'm gonna do 133 grass. I'm gonna just sit on it for a bit. There's nothing I feel the need to get, and I might end up using it for duping later. I don't need Shoal Cave for either of these fights, but I think I'm gonna go cash in Shoal Cave before, like after the 2 Maxie fights. I'm gonna wait on Magma Hideout and Seafloor Cavern probably. I am gonna go cash in Shoal Cave. But first, we got some Magma Hideout to do. You'll never defeat Magma Leader Maxie. We're gonna do our best. The strategy, for anybody who watched Toaster's Maxie double, I suspect this is going to look very similar. I didn't watch Toaster's Maxie double, but I was talking to him in his stream because I spent like 3.5 hours prepping the back-to-back. And then Toaster was like, oh, for the double, check out Kilowattrel, Floatzel, and Lucario. And I don't have a Kilowattrel, but I have a Jolteon. I was like, let's see now. It's like, what if a Kilowattrel is just on the ground? That's kind of what a Jolteon is, with a little more damage and a little more speed. It's pretty straightforward with those 3 mods. We never stood a chance. I think I've told you guys before that I thought Drake just had a super low mouth. Literally, in this game, playing this hack in the casual run, seeing the side view of Drake with, like, super small chin and it's his stomach, this is the thing that I changed. Noivern in the back! Yeah, Noivern in the back! Specs, Noivern in the back! It's gonna be exactly the same line, I think. Because it does just over 50% to Groudon, right? Nice of you to join us. Ask you imagine the 2 black and white. That's Gen 5. I am a simple Gen 3 player. Literally the same line. Yeah, it's a really good fucking line. And I think I can see it as the kind of line that many people can, like, all Floatzel users probably arrive to, because there's so many fast electric types available. And the Lucario is guaranteed. Something big at their hideout. I like that this tells you where it is. The back-to-back took me forever to play on, though. Holy. Because of one 1 in 16 roll, and then because of a random move off of a Hydreigon. And figuring out how to get around those 2 constraints safely took forever. I have a gift to thank you personally for you. don't remember what that gift is. It might be a Beldum or something. Actually, is it a Beldum? Do I get a Beldum? I fucked up my Beldum encounter. Nothing simple about your style of play. Listen, there is going to be a little bit of shenanigans that goes on in the second fight, so I can't even disagree with you. That's right. we're here for shenanigans, right? Oh, right. The other thing is that the Safari Zone glitch doesn't work. Expansion fixed it. So we're also going to go see if we can get Shaman. If he isn't part of Team Manga, there's something right to exactly. The man is super suspicious. So Shaman is a 1% in Sky Pillar. I do have a Harvest Mon, so it's actually 50%, and it's better than 50% because I have duped out Noivern and Drapion, which is a full 60% of all encounters in the area, and I've also duped out this 4% Lucario. So this is like really aggressively, it's like a high 80s% chance at a Shaman, I think, which is nice. Promise me if you miss Shaman, you account for the Ogre. Sure. Sure. Can I not get in here yet? I guess I can't get in here till after Satopolis? I thought I read that I could. I must be nuts. Bench 6! Come on! Let me in! Thank you for help with doubles. Yeah, I don't have a... No worries, dude. There's a lot to go through. The only reason I end up linking other pinned messages and stuff is just because there's so much text to regurgitate. Hopefully that links around. I gotta pin that nice summary that Muffins linked you from V-Stripes. I think I gotta put that in the guidance pin probably too. But yeah, it's a lot to try to get to. You can't get in until after Wallace unlocks it for you. Hang on a minute. We gotta ping Iriv. At Iriv. This is lies. You need Wallace to unlock it for you. Here's me locked the fuck out. Dang it. Well, you don't need Shaman for this. But it would have been nice to calc with it for the Aqua back-to-backs. Alas! Okay, we'll try again for it later. Getting through that fight in general is, I think, great. I cannot believe how fast you guys are getting through the game. Those attempts are, like, blazing. Like, it took me 3.5 hours this evening while I was watching Toaster's stream just to prep the back-to-back. I've been doing this playthrough for, like, almost 3 months, I think. I just can't fathom that kind of pace. Actually, you know what? Before we get in there, I should probably grab some mons that can do random shit in the hideout. Let me pull up Pori Map so I don't die to a random trainer. So far, 100% of my deaths are to random trainers. All one of them. So let's try to avoid that, right? All right. Where is my Floatzel? Floatzel is level 80, which means he gets the busted move, and I figured that would be a pretty good thing to just sort of have in the front. That cook took me around 4 hours. Oh man, how did you guys find that time? It's been like 2 weeks. How have you gotten this deep in the game with cooks taking you that amount of time? I'm really impressed at how fast you guys have gone from nothing to picking up runs that deep. Really cool. Like, I know the AI for this game really well, and it takes me so long even with that to get anywhere. It was a demon fight? Yeah, fair. This line is not going to be... So my back-to-back took me about 3.5 hours, like I was saying. My Maxie double is gonna take. It took me maybe 15 minutes, maybe 25, somewhere in that range. Just happens to be the mons that I have line up really well into it. That actually is probably fair, Toaster. I feel the need to like check everything and whatnot. I definitely don't think I have the time to do another full run like with this level of care and precision, at least soon. I have a there's quite a list of things that I have to help Iriv with for 1.3's release as well, and all of that is basically on hold because I'm doing this in my free time. So I think once I'm done this run, whether I win or lose, there will be some streams of like me reproducing some of the switching bugs that you guys have been submitting. If that's of interest, I think I'll probably stream it just to keep me on task. I don't have anything illegal just in the party while we're wandering around here. No, okay, good. And then after that's done, I might see about... Brawlex's been recommending some of these Drayano-esque hacks to me as something that just takes way less time in a calc, which sounds really nice after how much time I've spent in a calc here. I think a New Game Plus on 1.3, like, I'll lose to that for sure, but I think it'd be fun to try. Is Electrode gonna go boom? The Electrode just happens to be in my party because I was, I needed a static mon, and Iriv reminded me that I could get one from the Aqua Hideout east of Lily Cove. And then I got this, and I tried the static for a mon, and it didn't fucking work anyway. Oh well. My post-Tate and Liza, like, water grass encounters were pretty poor. But we hit the love disc, so at least the love disc line is an option. Let me go find Magma Hideout in the Pori-map thing. I checked beforehand. There aren't any TMs that have Magma Hideout listed as their location, so I don't think I'm going to bother looking for crap for items and things. I have, I think, 2 Master Balls left. The only one I should really need... Yeah, here we go. 3 Master Balls left. The only ones I should really need are for whatever my Mythic is. Hopefully Shaman. Can I make this a little smaller so I can see the chat better? There we go. This is okay. There's nobody on the ground here. I'll tell this trainer, okay. Is that actually their Master Ball? That's funny. Is that... Hang on, I can look at the friggin' map. That actually is the Master Ball? Seriously? Oh, I guess there's like a whole route through the thing to get there probably. I don't need to bother. I don't know if Iriv added a bunch of the Master Balls or... I know the Reggie ones he's added. I'm not sure how many Vanilla Emerald gives you. I haven't played Vanilla Emerald in a long time. Oh, and this is the same... This is Grunt 2? So if I look up Grunt 2... Hideout 2? It should be this one with a Solipede? Okay, let's... I sort of suspect that just Floatzel with Surging Strikes is probably going to be able to kill everything on my way there. Holy shit, it can't kill this. Immediately proven wrong. Do I die to crits? No. Okay, that's fine. And we can just fake out Surging Strikes. This is a roll. What the heck? Why is this Solipede so legit? Are you getting a counter in Hideout? I don't think so. Because I can't I can't get Shaman now. I wasn't super confident in going for it anyways. The issue, of course, is that there's always this 1% for each of these 2 mons, which means I have to run away because I want Shaman. So I'm going to have to wait until I can get Shaman, and after I have Shaman so that I've like duped out the legendaries, then I'll go for it instead. Yeah, the Toaster's Omelet Curse is horrible. Why is this Solipede so legit? What can get through this? Noivern? Is Noivern faster? Yes, okay, great. Noivern on the brain. Noivern's gonna be seeing some use today. Tinglu is a cool mon. So is Chiyu, honestly. They just don't. There is a really hyper-specific, narrow thing that I need my 6th E4 mon to do. And the Mythic is one of the things that are up for that slot. And Shaman is one of the ones that can do it. So that's why we're gonna... And we are super... Like, we have a really good shot at getting Shaman. So that's why we're going for it first. Actually, can I just give this specs now, too? Save me doing it later. Ah, oh, dang it, my specs are somewhere. Do I care to find them right now? Maybe. Are they on Jolteon? They're not on Jolteon. They in box 2. Okay, I thought they were on Drapion for a second there. Ugh, so much menuing. At least the fights are gonna have a convenient... they're so conveniently spaced as to not really require much in the way of running around or menuing between them. I don't know why I'm saving. Alright. What are the odds to get Shaman? I haven't done the exact math. They're very good. So, first of all, there's a coin flip. Actually, you do stats. You can solve it for me. T-Bart, thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated. Sorry to hear that your run ended recently. I think I missed that in chat a little earlier, but I saw it on... Oh, I'm going to miss the name now. Not Adam. Andy's stream. Again, floored how deep you guys are getting. So this Shaman... First, it's a 50-50 that I can win the grass thing. If I lose the 50-50, it just goes to normal encounter table, and then I have a 60% chance at a duplicate of the remaining 50. I have a 30% chance of the remaining 50 of... Sorry, 34% chance from the remaining 50 of getting something I don't want. And all of the other chances are Shaman. And we just keep rolling that. So there is a 34% chance of the 50% chance per roll that I don't get Shaman. Pretty likely. It was inevitable. All good. Here's hoping we can deliver a little bit. I really respect the... man, all of Magma seems to do the fwahaha, as opposed to the foo-foo-foo, or the mwahaha, or the fwahaha. I respect the approach of just, like, throwing attempts at it, and racking up a bunch of deaths and just seeing how deep you can get and learning the game that way. It's super legit. 34% for the failed coin flip. 67%. So 67% of the time, when I lose the coin flip, I win. Is what that means. Yeah, okay. So then there's like 50% of the time I win, and 67% of the other 50, I get a reroll. Peachy. Now let's pull up this map again. So Shaman odds are hella solid. Watching Power Rangers. I am not familiar with Power Rangers, but I do. Its follower sprite is crazy good. It really looks like a bat dragon. This is second floor now, I think. Yes. There is a potential double battle I can walk into here. Let's not do that. This one is Grunt 3. Hideout 3. It's a Pyroar. Okay, so we're gonna do save. Grab a Float Soul. I'll do a team import later, but it's gonna have to get changed again, so I don't really want to bother right now. Surging Strikes. Why is this a... What am I looking at that's wrong? Why is Surging Strikes doing half? Is this... Should this not be... Oh. Oh. There we go. Fake it. Pinged you in the Nuzlocke chat. Let's see this. Let me pull this up on stream. I can see the resemblance. All right, so this time, fake out surging strikes is good enough. But Mawaile's not allowed double Iron Bash. That would be too much. I do have both fake out and surging strikes. After I say that, right? Great. Oh, I also, while I'm thinking about it, this is also something I have to do for the fight anyways. I have to PP max surging strikes, which may not be relevant in these fights, but I'm sure it will be at some point, and I'll just remember about it now. And I also have to PP max Arrow Blast, which might be relevant for these ones. Sun up. Ah, okay. We've really went from 50% to 228% with just a couple of small errors, huh? Good catch, Muffins. Speaking of, extreme cautious play, let's not even look at the calc in too much detail. It's probably fine. You'll have to excuse the painstakingly checking every trainer now. After losing Corviknight, I'm just fucking paranoid. Stamina Pyro. Doesn't even matter because crits. Oh man. Kills it in one tap. I think camera up may go down in one tap. Maybe it's two taps. Next trainer is Grunt 4. We jumped from 3 to 14? Wow, okay. Hideout 14. The heat more that dies to surging strikes. Actually, I think this one I can just avoid, yeah. Okay, the walking guys. Oh, well, I guess we're fighting this one. What has he got? Grunt? No, Hideout 5. This is the wrong one. Hideout 5. Oh, okay, this one is not even in the sunniest white smoke. Dang it, almost got one. Surging strikes almost doesn't kill. It's kind of impressive. Look at this Torkoal go. It's the other trainer. Why did this? That was one hit. Anyway, whatever. It's the other one is Grunt 4, Hideout 4. Magma Hideout 4, okay. We'll just... Oh, I guess we can probably avoid this guy too. Actually, how many of you guys actually talk to trainers after you fight them? Because this guy has a really funny line of dialogue afterwards. I was just mashing A in the casual run, and I laughed so hard I remembered it. So if you don't ever talk to trainers after you fight them, again, I did this by accident, but please enjoy. I think it's this guy. It's not this line, that's just Ga. I think it's this one? Do I really need to keep running around in a circle? I've already lost. I like watching the NPCs run in circles on speed up. I think it's funny. So I was just sitting here holding speed up, watching these two guys like zip in circles, and that comment made me lose my shit because I had been sitting there watching them go in circles for a minute or two because it was goofy. And then this guy's like, please, can I stop running in circles? I felt like he broke the fourth wall. Alright, this is probably... second room? That's not where this doesn't look like where I am. Third floor? That looks like where I am. So we have an unavoidable trainer coming up. He's 9. A Sudowoodo. Oh man. Yeah. They're just doing their job, right? They're following the letter of the law. I respect it. They're probably just trying to hustle up an income, you know? If their job description says walk in circles, I respect that that's what they're doing. Alright, so is this, I think there's one more trainer, or is this it? Oh, maybe this is it. No, there's one more. 16. Hideout 16. A Weevil. Is that is it? This is, oh, it's not faster than us because we have 10 levels on it. Never mind. Can we poke a vial before I run out of searching strikes? I pretend to walk in circles. They pretend to be. Exactly. God, the Magma outfit is just so cute. I really like it. I wanted one when I was a kid. I thought that they would be, you know, I'd feel adorable in it. Like, looking like a pirate, also cool, but these ones look comfy. I wonder if Team Magma has unionized. Maybe they unionize after Maxie tries to take over the world and fails. I'd like to think so. Oh man, that one's not the Master Ball. Alright. We're here. Let me go find the room. The heck? Can't find this on the map. I want to make sure I'm not going to walk into a trainer. Where is this nurse? Not there. Or there. Oh, okay, it's all the same room. It doesn't look like it. It's just the double. Okay. I asked this. I literally sent Ira a screenshot of this Nurse Joy going, does she need help? Does she need assistance? I love the idea of, like, a friendly Magma grunt who's like, you know, says something like, yeah, they don't pay me enough for this. Do you want a hand? Or something. I think that'd be funny. Okay. Let's pull up, not Maxie Hideout. We need the other notes. Magma Hideout back to back. Here we go. Probably better than my compensation package. They got outfits. Floatzel needs to be... So let's grab the whole team first, and then we'll start getting the setup done. So it's Floatzel, Galissapod. I asked Toaster when I could start sacking Mons, just as eject button value, and he said to try to wait until Drake. And then I remembered that I have a Galissapod and a Focus Sash, and that's like... It's just the same fodder anyway, right? So we might as well save. I was very close to throwing away a Corsola on this fight because I got sick of planning it at about an hour or 2.5. I was like, oh, hang on, I don't actually have to sack a thing, even though I was not supposed to. Great. Need a Lucario. This is actually the first fight that Rotom Wash can make an appearance, or that Rotom in general. I got this Rotom was my new Mauville encounter. I was trying to get a Togedemaru or a Duraludon, and instead I hit a Rotom. Haven't used it at all yet. There's a 1 in 16 chance it gets used this fight. So strong, maybe. It just kind of comes online so late into the run. But, you know, we'll see. Washing machine. Yeah, see this default moveset? We haven't used this at all. I guess we'll give it Hydro Pump. What else needs to be leveled? A Galissapod actually doesn't need to be leveled, because it just needs to... And, you know, if it's 10 levels underneath or whatever, it's just more likely to emergency exit. Although in its current case, it should always be emergency exiting. Anyways, let me go grab a Focus Sash for it. I looked at the calc, saw that it had everything did more than half damage to it, and just slapped this Focus Sash on it, and I'm not going to think about it any further than that. Okay, Floatzel. We need a hasty Floatzel. Mystic Water is correct, though. So yeah, I think we'll do both of these, and then we'll go get Shoal Cave. And then I'll probably sign off there, and I'll see if I can prep the Aqua stuff during the day tomorrow. I got some chores to do, though, so it might be later this week. So Rotom's moveset changing this. It's supposed to be able to learn Scald. The only water move I can give Rotom is H-Pump. I think I think this is a thing that Irv is aware of. I'm not sure if it's planned to be fixed in 1.3 or not. You'd have to ask him. But as far as I know, this is the only water move that it can get, yeah. It's like in the vanilla games. I don't think that's been changed. Noivern... ooh, Adamant, that's a little tough. Timid. Man, there was a weird line at about the hour-and-a-half mark, I think, that we had a zero defense, zero spadef, like a zero IV'd mild pre-marina. That did not end up happening. Found something cooler. This is modest, it's just fine. It does need a Kibia berry. This guy had Mystic Water. Mystic Water, Hasty, Technician, Fake Out Flip Term, Ice Beam, Surging Strikes. This is a Galissapod with Focus Sash, Timid, Specs, Infiltrators, whatever. Maxed Aero Blast, U-Turn, Dragon Pulse, Roost. Flash, Hyper Voice, Aqua Jet, Moonvast is fine. Liquid Voice, Kibia, Modest. Lucario, Modest, Justified, Aurasphere. This needs Detect, Earthquake, and would you believe it, Metal Sound. I checked. It's not banned. It's fine. Can I make a dare with you? Sure. I'm at least open to hearing the pitch. Earthquake on this. I also really need to figure out what I want to do with the channel ahead of the E4, because I think having an emote or two would be fun. I think people being able to gamble channel points on like how many kills Mawile gets would be fun, but I have to do affiliate for that. I have some fucking paperwork to figure out for that. Kill him in the background, yeah. This was me going, how does this stats compare to Jolteon? And Jolteon has like 10 more attack and 5 more speed, and otherwise they're very comparable. It just, you know, this one flies, Jolteon doesn't, so Jolteon gets that little bit extra damage. Jolteon gets Shadow Ball, this did not get Shadow Ball, I think. So I was looking at this thinking, okay, this is great. I've loved Jolteon this run. I'll just do, in New Game Plus, I'll just make sure that I get, what is the small Kilowattrel? It's just Wattrel, I think, right? Just make sure we start with that. I think it'd be a really cool mon to use, because I only started using Jolteon. I Thunderstoned my Eevee right before Winstitute, so it'd be cool to get one a little earlier. If you keep Noivern until right outside E4, even if you aren't going to use, you have to rename it to Broodwing. Well, what's the dare? That's not a dare. That's just like keep it alive and rename it. There's gotta be like a consequence, you know? He looks like a Batsy. Is this team already done? That's a little scary. Stick Water, Hasty, Technician, Fake Out, Flip Turn, Ice Beam, Searching Strikes. These moves are illegal. We don't care. It has Emergency Button. Emergency Button? No. Focus Sash and Emergency Exit. Specs, Timid, Infiltrator, U-Turn, Dragon Pulse, Roost, Maxed Out Aeroblast, Flash, Hyper Voice, Aqua Jet, Moonblast, Liquid Voice, Kibia, Modest, Lucarionite, Modest, Justified, Aurasphere, Detect, Metal Sound, Earthquake. Oh, Rotom probably wants real moves. I think that's the last one. And also a nature and also an item. Alright. Rotom is going to be Timid, Choice Scarf. And we're going to give it probably like the most standard Rotom moves ever. We're going to give it T-Volt, Volt Switch, and Will-O-Wisp. Volt switch 92. Willow is 61. I'm gonna make sure Volt Switch is the one at the top, because if I misclick, I would rather click Volt Switch than almost anything else on this run. At least in this fight, that's the case. Such a good pivot. I used so much Scarf Rotomosh back in the day. I honestly, I was also a huge fan of Citrus Rotomosh with Pain Split. Like with the max defense sets, but not what I'm going to be using here. I think that is it. So we'll do a check, and then I'll load it into Calc. I think we'll be good to go. We've already checked our Floatzel, Mystic Water, Focus Sash, Specs Timid, Aeroblast, Sniper Voice, Liquid Voice, Kibia Modest, Lucaria Knight Modest. I don't think Lucaria's nature matters, but that's what my note says, so I'm gonna leave it. Volt Switch, Hydro Pump, T-Bolt, Willow, Levitate, Timid. This needs a Choice Scarf. Galissapod is 9 levels under cap. Yes, it is purely here to act as an eject button. It's not going to click any moves. I just need to make sure it takes more than half. I'm going to check that in the calc, and if it does, I'm not going to bother leveling it up. But thank you for pointing that out. Ah, something else of my Choice Scarf? Dang it. Forever saddened I can't do move items from this menu. Ah, it's on the lantern. There we go. Alright, and then save for calc. Floatzel, where is the Floatzel? Floatzel, Galissapod, which is actually level 71. I honestly don't even want to check the calc because I don't want to give away what it's going to be doing necessarily. If you guys watch these fights like I do, you like to be surprised. Primarina, Lucario, Rotom Wash. I think I'm gonna grab a separate. Actually, do you know what? We'll just use this Lucario when it does its Mega Ink thing. Then it at Mega, and we're looking for. I've forgotten their names. Shit, somewhere over here. Tabitha Courtney. You just double check the fastest thing that Lucario has to outspeed is this Hydreigon. It can't outspeed the Mega Houndoom no matter how hard it tries. Oh yeah, look at that, it still does, so we can keep it modest. Although is this fine? Yeah. This is fine. I'm gonna stop questioning my notes. Questioning your notes is how you fucking lose fights. Tabitha's first. What was the other one? Courtney. And we do not have the calc set to Sun, which is just excellent. What did I miss? You missed literally nothing. We're through Magma Hideout. Team is prepped. I'll do a quick scroll for easy sheet proof reference later. I don't know which fight's guitar checks, but I try to remember to do this as often as I can. And we are just about to do the back-to-back. And then we'll do the Maxie double right after. Alright. The brat must be stalled. I like them standing up for themselves there, you know? Don't boss me around, you're not my boss. Keep that corporate structure in mind. They're definitely unionized. Alright, so it's a floatzel, that is a focus set, we're going to use Fake Out. Second turn, I don't think this is a switch roast. You can fight me back on that if you want. I don't think this is going to count as a switch roast because we're not going to get a kill out of it. This Talonflame is going to U-turn. The reason I don't think this is a switch roast, like, we kill the Talonflame with either flip turn Surging Strike, so like, where's the fanciness and you're clicking a stupid move? And he's going to go into Como off of this U-turn. And like, we can't, you know, be fancy and one-shot the Como or anything. So I don't think this counts as a switch roast. But this Talonflame is going to U-turn into Como. I've spent a lot of stream time talking about how U-turn works. I don't want to necessarily rehash it all because it's almost 1 in the morning and I got another fight to do. Oh, we went into the SERP. I guess that's fine too. My note just said U-turn. Whichever those two Monzi goes into doesn't matter, so I guess I didn't think to write it down. So we're going to go into Noivern and just start dropping bombs. I suspect this is how a lot of folks go through this fight, at least anybody with a Floatzel. And Weasel's a pretty common encounter in Dewford. And then Noivern you can guarantee even, so. So the entire reason we have Rotom is because of this Santa Scorch. So if we check Mecha Santa Scorch into this Noivern, I guess I'm timid. Oh, okay, I guess if I was modest, this was a roll. So if I was modest, this would be 1 roll not in my favor. I'm timid, so I think it's like 2/3 are in my favor. Or not in my favor, rather. Yeah, so we have about 1/3 of the rolls that are in my favor. It doesn't matter. Because there was 1 roll that wasn't in my favor, I had to plan for both. So if we hit this roll, Santa Scorch is just going to die, and we're going to just sweep the rest of the fight with Noivern. If we lose this roll, we're going to continue to Aeroblast the Santa Scorch, and we're going to end up killing the Talonflame with Rotom. If we win the roll, we are going to kill the Talonflame with Noivern instead. So it's totally fine either way. As is often the case in this game, if there are 2 different outcomes with a roll like this, you just gotta plan for both. Alright, we hit the high roll, so this means that the Rotom is unfortunately going to remain unused. We'll use the Rotom at some point. I fucking tried here, okay? We do also one-shot the Como. Aeroblast is a pretty good move. And then Talonflame's going to come back in. We tank any crit. We don't need Noivern to do anything in the next fight, and we'll just kill it with Aeroblast also. Aeroblast doesn't kill from this range. It does kill from this range after Brave Bird Chip. Kuomo? Como-o? Do you call it Calmo-o? I don't know. I've always called it Como-o. If it is like a certain sort of nationality style pronunciation, I'm just not familiar with what it might be. Okay, there's back-to-back 1. I'm gonna have to actually pull up my notes for back-to-back. The second half of this, because it is more... It's a little spicier. This Houndoom is fucking scary. I think the Houndoom is one of the scarier ones that boss trainers in this game have in general. It's so fast. Fiery Wrath does so much damage, and the flinch chance is brutal. So Fake Out plus Mystic Water Surging Strikes always kills Palmot. He can switch out here, if I'm not mistaken. It doesn't matter because the Floatzel can just come back in and kill it later. Or the Rotom can. That's the other thing that Rotom is going to do. Potentially, but we win the Hazmat odds. Doesn't really matter. The meat and potatoes of this fight, the Palmot's not the interesting part. The Hydreigon and the Houndoom are the interesting parts, right? Didn't realize Fiery Wrath flinch. Does it not flinch? I could swear it flinches. Houndoom. Maybe I'm thinking of Dark Pulse, but I thought this move flinched. Yeah, it may cause flinching. I think it's 30% or something, too. I looked it up earlier today, and it's scary. Flinches and hits both targets? God, that's so bad. So we have two different lines for it. Okay. Pausing the Houndoom for a moment, we're looking at a Hydreigon. Let's pull up Tabitha. So, Hydreigon sees two killing rolls here, both Dark Pulse and Dragon Pulse. And as you might expect, what we want to do varies quite a lot depending on which one of these it clicks. We have a Pre-Marina that comes in for free. This is specs. So if this is Dark Pulse, Pre-Marina comes in for free. If this is Dark Pulse, we probably don't want to go into Pre-Marina because then we end up taking damage on the Pre-Marina, and then we can bait like Embors and shit afterwards, and we do not want to do that until we're ready for it. We'd rather Pre-Marina deal with Houndoom because it'll bait Sludge Bombs onto Houndoom with the Kibia Berry because it two shots around Kibia Berry. Big mess of reasons that I don't want to bore you with the details for. We need to know what move this Hydreigon is clicking before we can plan the rest of our line around it. This is why I was going to sack Corsola. I'm no longer going to sack Corsola. We're just going to throw a Golisopod in here. Same idea. And pay very close attention to what move it clicks. It's Dark Pulse. Okay, this line is more interesting than the Pre-Marina line. We don't care if that crit or anything. Golisopod does have a Focus Sash. Double checking my notes. That's the Maxie one. Battle 2. If Dark Pulse, okay, great. Okay, so we're gonna stay in, not Mega Evolve, and let him hit me with a Dark Pulse. I never died a crit. I need +1 attack. Holy crap. Rotom is gonna do fuck all. I hit about a 1/3 roll in the first half of the fight. Rotom was here if I missed said roll. And he was also here if Palmot didn't has bad odds out, and Palmot didn't. So Rotom is here for moral support. Okay, so now we are at +1 from the Justified. We're gonna drop the Hydreigon. We got what we needed out of it. AI should now see that it has no good switch-ins. It's not seeing that it outspeeds me with Mega Houndoom, it just sees that it gets outsped and dies to Aura Sphere with regular Houndoom. So this should be Embor, which is what we want, as Embor does more damage. And this is why it was so important to have that, get that +1 from Defiant. Because without it, let's go Mega Lucario with Adaptability. Earthquake doesn't kill, but if we get a free Defiant boost from Hydreigon, it does kill. Now, this Bull Rush business means that I'm gonna get outsped on turn 1. We're just gonna casually detect it. Bull Rush is now over. We are at +1 from tanking Dark Pulse as regular Lucario. Now we get the kill. Alright, so Houndoom here should be random move between Flamethrower or Scorching Sands. Oh, maybe it's just Flamethrower. Because it sees such clean clear. What health am I at? 142? 142? I think. Oh, okay, no. So it is random move between the two. It doesn't actually matter which of these two moves it clicks. It is decisively random move. We go into Pre-Marina either way. Prim can tank crit whatever this is, and crit Sludge Bomb because I have the Kibia Berry. He always goes for Sludge Bomb trying to kill me through the Kibia Berry because of the way that the berry ignoring AI works in this game. I know we've all talked a lot about that already. Which means he's never going to go for the move that can flinch me, which is a lot of why Pre-Marina is my choice here. We just kill with Hyper Voice. And there's a Sludge Bomb. The next best option I could think of was something like Dugong just not getting flinch taxed into oblivion. The benefit of Primarina with Kibia Berry is that it doesn't try to flinch you into oblivion. It tries to kill you. Alright, a little unfortunate we didn't get to do anything with Rotom in the first half. It just kind of went over, but I'm glad we got to do the Lucario thing in the second half. It's very AI. It's some funky shenanigans, that's what it is. Do you know what, though? I bet it'd be better if Micklay Berry was in the game. I bet you could make some really funky Micklay Berry AI. Alright, let's get sorted for Maxie. Team's not going to change that much. Jolteon. The people want the Micklay Berry. What can I say? We just bench this, and then we're good to go. Jolteon is not it is Life Orb. Please tell me this is in my bags. Oh, thank goodness. Life Orb, Modest. Again, if anybody watched Toaster's Maxi Double and were like, man, that was uninteresting as heck, tune out now. Because it sounds like we are going to do the exact same shit. How's that useful? It's not. It's terrible. And IRB should add it because it's not a buff to the player at all in any capacity. Modest, Life Orb, Volt Absorb, Hidden Power Ice. I guess I'll put Shadow Ball back on this. We're never going to click Thunder again. We're out of Rain Roots. It's kind of not great anyways because Natural Gift isn't a TM, despite what the EI decks would have you believe. It's just not something you can teach to Mons. So it makes most of those berries a lot worse anyways, so it's less of a big deal, but I, for one, would petition for a Natural Gift TM anyways, because I think Natural Gift strats are cool as shit. I love Natural Gift. One of my favorite moves in Pokemon. Not my favorite move, but one of my favorites. Life Orb, Modest, Volt Absorb, T-Ball, Shadow Ball, HP Ice. King's Rock. I think Floatzel stays exactly the same. Fake Out, Flip Term, Ice Beam, Surging Strikes, Technician, Mystic Water, Hasty. Yep. Noivern. Noivern does switch to Modest. And Lucario is going to switch to Hasty. And I think that's it. I don't think I need any other changes, which is wild. So let's just do a double check. I don't want to be because like I said, I spent I think a little less than half an hour on this fight, which is crazy unusual for me, and it making me a little more paranoid than usual. Fake Out, Flip Turn, Ice Beam, Surging Strikes, Technician, Mystic Water, Hasty, Specs, Modest, U-Turn, Dragon Pulse, just Aeroblast is fine. Aurasphere, Detect, EQ, Metal Sound is fine. We only need Aurasphere and Detect. Hasty. We'll just scroll through these two for the sake of the sheet being legal and stuff. So I want to see Incineroar on the right, on this side of my screen. Don't know that it really matters as much for these sort of true doubles where the one trainer controls all of the Mons, but letting Hitmonlee high jump kicks is a little too strong. I mean, I'll grab a save for the calc. I don't really think it's gonna come up, to be honest. Let's get through a blazing fast Maxie double. Jolteon, Floatzel. Still struggle to find Floatzel. Mudsdale too. Tough mons to find. The Lucario and Wyvern. Maxie. The level 81. Alright. Is this pink something I need? Oh, this Irv telling me. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Super unfortunate. Shaman would have been nice to have for the Aqua back-to-back. She'd do be a little incorrect. Oh man, it just sucks you in there a little bit, doesn't it? That's intimidating. Did you get any notable encounters I missed? You used Safari Zone? Nope, we left. I think I don't know what you saw yesterday. Okay, good. This is gonna pause for a moment. I don't know. I'm not sure how far you saw yesterday. We hit complete trash through here. Which, you know, it's think of how good this is going to be on New Game Plus, right? We hit Love Disc, Gastrodon, Marini, which are more likely to be used, Love Disc especially. I didn't do anything else. I'm waiting on Magma Hideout now because I don't have Shaman, which means if I hit the 1% Chi-Yu or the 1% Tinglu, I just lose this encounter because I need Shaman. So we're waiting on that. Haven't done Safari Zone yet because I was looking into the Ogerpon thing, and Ogerpon is like such a horrible catch rate that it's just not gonna happen. If I miss the Shaman, I promised Muffins I'd go for the Ogerpon. I think it's likely to end up being that I just wait on Safari Zone until there's something I feel like I need, or I'll probably just try to dupe something bad ahead of a New Game Plus run. So yeah, you've missed nothing. We are gonna do Shoal Cave after this though, so that's kind of an exciting one, I suppose. Master Ball, go. You guys ready for the kick-ass music? This, I think, would be my favorite music in this game, except I know Cynthia's in the Elite Four, so. It's so good. Do you know what? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I shouldn't blow out anybody's eardrums. Holler at me if it's too loud. But this music is worth listening to a little bit, right? Because there's nothing else I think I want. I heard Toaster mention it in his stream at one point when he was around the same point in the game, and I was like, huh, if I ever do a New Game Plus, that's a smart idea. And with how fucking amazing Jolteon has been, I don't want Kill a Watchful, I want it in the next game. I didn't push the multiple move select EX info Pocky, it's on the other one. Okay, cool. That's good to know. I'm not going to be using it now, but actually, I can maybe demo that afterwards for people who don't know the feature exists. Okay. Enough chatter. Into focus mode a little bit. Because this should be super clean, but it is precise. And we do have Incineroar on the right. So turn 1, we're going to kill this Hawlucha, and we're going to fake out this Incineroar. We need to buy ourselves a turn, basically, because we're going to try to churn through... This is basically the cleanest way that I could think of to deal with the Hawlucha. We want to get Lucario in for free, so it can just rip apart the rest of the team pretty much, alongside Floatzel. The only thing it couldn't rip apart was the Hawlucha. So this deals with Hawlucha, it gets Lucario in for free. It's probably Cacturne here. This doesn't super matter, but it's not Groudon. Cacturne going into the Floatzel. Don't forget to click the Mega button. Aura Sphering the Cacturne, not the Incineroar. It might also kill the Incineroar, but we're killing the Incineroar with our Floatzel. Searching Strike's crits mean that we don't care about Intimidate, so functionally the fact that Incineroar had Intimidate is not going to matter here. We should outspeed and drop both of these mons. Let me make sure I Mega. That's the Mega Aura Sphere the Cacturne. Surging Strike's Incineroar. So this should be 2 outspeed one-shots. Yeah, super clean on the Incineroar. This also should not be Groudon if I read my shit right. That's not a Groudon. That's also not a Groudon. Perfect. Fight's over. So we're gonna ignore whatever that text box just told us and kill the Chi-Yu. And we're gonna... Let's actually see how much Surging Strikes does to the Camerafts. Mega Camerafts. Just shy of 300% on a high roll. We're finally gonna get Groudon after this. Here's hoping Archie is just this easy. I don't think it's going to be. Pardon me. Oh man, nice touch, Ire, that he threw it out with a Master Ball. That's a cool detail. Like that a lot. Alright, so this Groudon should be seeing kills into Lucario with Fire Punch and Precipice Blades. It should prefer Fire Punch because it's got secondary effects. Doesn't matter. Lucario's going to click Detect here, because the Groudon also sees KO into Floatzel with Precipice Blades, but only Precipice Blades. So we're going to Detect on our Lucario to buy us a turn, and just bail out of here with Floatzel. And go into Noivern. If you're still watching, Toaster, how close did I get? Aurasphere does a little over half, and Aeroblast also does a little over half. Literally a carbon copy? Alright. Guaranteed Noivern plus guaranteed Lucario and just any fast electric type. I guess this is probably going to be a popular line. Especially with two of us having now done it to great, like, I would say great success. Super, super clean. Thank you for the inspiration on the Lucario front. I've used Lucario quite little in my run, actually. So I kind of forget to think about it sometimes, and I may not have thought of it without you saying that I should look into it. So, huge thank you for the inspiration. I don't want to take a lot of credit for this line. This was... Toaster had an idea and just shared it with me, and I just went and found the exact same line that he did. Just with a Jolteon instead of Kilowattrel. The back-to-back was me. This one was far more Toaster-inspired. I don't think we have anything else to fight. But we do have a Shoal Cave to encounter. Alas, no Shaman. Not even, but it's up there. Oh, I guess I could just escape rope. I used Lucario for Wind Straight. It was huge for Wind Straight. I used it a bunch in Trick Room, especially the third floor of the Trick Room. And it honestly has barely come to anything else. Like, it completely annihilated those, and I just haven't used it otherwise. I think Cinderace and Mawile have been taking on a lot of its responsibilities for, like, Cinderace just having double kick for a while, but, like, now having access to high jump kick does a really good Mega Lucario impression. Well, also having the Protean shenanigans, and then Mawile's just huge damage if you need huge damage. Anyway, there's that done. We are not going to be doing Seafloor Cavern and the Aqua stuff today. But I am going to go get Shoal Cave. Shoal Cave. I do not have a Moss Deep encounter yet. Does anybody know what Steven gives you? Like, does he still give you a Mon? It said there was one in his house. I didn't realize it was going to force me into this. Oh, he gives me dive. I needed to walk in here anyways. Meltan, right? No, Meltan's from Byron. Just west of Lily Cove. He mentioned something about giving me a Pokemon in the Moss Deep Center. Alright, I'll take dive. That's fine. I know there's a house over here that I think has the guys you can fight for legends. Yeah. I'm not going to be doing any of those. Repel is on? Yeah. Okay, so Shell Cave. This is, like I said, I think the only encounter I'm doing today because I can't do anything with a legendary on the off chance of just throwing an encounter away because I'm saving it. I saw this just huge wall of mons that, like, I have to Google what each of these fucking mons are because I don't play the modern games. And I don't want to deal with figuring out which one's good. I know Iron Moth is good. I've had multiple people tell me this one's good. I know Fluttermane is good. I know Brute Bonnet is a meme. I know Great Tusk is good, but a bunch of people have already used it. It's spelled limit post-game. Ah, okay. We're not going for any of these. I saw when I was looking at sheet stuff, so spoilers, I don't need any of these mons for my Elite Four. I couldn't guarantee any of them, and I've been planning my Elite Four. Like, I started thinking about it in Slateport, started planning the earlier fights around Fall Arbor, and then I did a lot of the rest of the planning around Lily Cove, and I just can't guarantee any of these mons, so it's harder to do forward planning with them like that. So they're not in my Elite Four plan, and I think this last room seems stacked because I already have a Frostlass. So, like, the worst case is this 8% Cryogonal, I think. Real Gamers surf for Relicanth. There's a Relicanth in here? Oh man, there's another opportunity for Spheals too. We're actually not getting this Spheal encounter. Where is it here? This one here? I'm intentionally not getting this in case I do a New Game Plus run. I think going without a 115 encounter would really suck. So I'm not getting it. But yeah, we're skipping this because nobody else on the sheet has skipped their Paradox slash... What the fuck are these mons called? Not Mythical Beast, Ultra Beasts. Ultra Beasts. So Matt skipped his Mythic, his Legendary, but nobody has skipped their Paradox thing yet. So I think I'm gonna intentionally skip my Paradox. Just for the sake of having like Shaman here by itself, probably. I think it'd be aesthetic. On top of the fact that I think Manatan, Galar, Lapras, and Baxcalibur are all just outstanding. That being said, Dugong is probably a great choice for something to just sit at the front of the party for this, right? Very well might just throw a Master Ball at whatever we find in here. I have a few of them, I only need one for Shaman. I know I can still pick one up from Magma Hideout as well if I need to. I can't guarantee any using Shaman. So, the thing with Shaman, right? So the plan... where is something I can type on? A notepad. The plan looks something like this. So, we're going to go for Shaman. If we miss Shaman, we go for Ogerpon. If we miss Ogerpon, I think we probably go for Terrakion. And this one is a roam where I gain Guarantee. So, I say Guarantee Shaman. Like, Shaman is the one I'm going to try for. It's fine if we miss it, because Ogerpon works. It's fine if we miss the Ogerpon, because Terrakion's guaranteed. I have 2 roamer routes. Probably 3 by the time that I'm done, because I don't think I'm going to use 133. 130 and 131 were kind of shit, so I saved them for roamers, so this Terrakion should be guaranteed. If for whatever reason we fuck up the Terrakion, the plan is to then fish for a Jirachi. If we then fuck up the Jirachi, I think it was a Celebi. If we fuck up the Celebi, I don't fucking know. That's the way the encounters are planned at the moment for the Mythic slot. Let's not fuck up the Celebi. Just hitting the like 88 or 92 or whatever the fuck the Shaman percentage would make all of this thinking easier. I think Terrakion is probably strictly better, if I'm honest with you. But Shaman is so much cuter. Ah, shit, there are trainers here, aren't there? Moss Deep? I don't remember exactly. I walked it like I went so confidently to the cave last time. Maybe it's just... Oh, it is just easy. Okay. Rappel is on. So where the fuck am I going for this? Low tide ice room. Low tide entrance, low tide inner room, low tide stairs room, low tide lower room, low tide ice room. Okay, let's consult. This is a dungeon, I think. Seafloor cavern. Nope, that's not that. This is this one. Inner room. Oh my god, this is a maze. Low stairs room, lower room. Which one of these is ice room? Probably not that one. I'm not sure. Is it gonna be obvious when I get there? It's the one with the big Kyurem in the middle. Okay, that's awful. Do I need to be concerned about trainers in here? Oh, there's one already. Okay, we'll put this to the side. Oh, this is the shell bell guy. Never mind. I haven't done this dungeon in a long time. I imagine we want to go down. Not up? That was not the correct assumption. Clicking through... Events? Oh, okay, there doesn't seem to be trainers here. Okay, this looks like down. This does not look like an electrode to me. Party map is separated from the rest of the section. It's farther down the list. Ah, okay. Well, you know what? I'll be surprised when I see it. There will be a giant Kyurem, apparently. Bridge. I do love the bridges in this game. Is this a homie? Let's see. It doesn't look like there's... This guy is not walking around how trainers walk around. Yeah, not a trainer. Alright, what do you have to say, friend? Is an impediment to training with focus one can overcome with focus band. Oh man, we get a focus band. Probably not going to use that. Did I miss the fights already? Unfortunately, you did miss both, yeah. If you watched Toaster's Maxie double, you have already seen mine. The back-to-back was maybe a little bit more interesting. A little bit more unique, I should say. Wrong way, I think. Aw, man, you're right. Did I have to hop down one of those things? Oh! No, we do not have to hop down one of those things. I just thought the room ended. Oh my! Okay, this is Ice Room, I suppose, right? There's the Kyurem. I so love that the followers get their reflections in this. Like, oh, it's so pretty. There are no TMs in here I have to fish for, right? Shoal? No. So we just get our encounter and then we escape for a bit. Let's see what we hit. Have you done Maxie or not yet? I have already done Maxie, yeah. Scroll, pardon me. Oh yeah, there we go. Low tide ice room. This is the encounter table I want? This is the encounter table I want. Perfect. We're done with party map. You were right. It is very obvious when you see it. Alright. Show me... I'm actually not sure what I want. I think I'd be okay with any of them. I think this was our most likely by a lot. And I'm super here for it. I don't have a really good dragon type because I ran away from the fucking Hisui and Sliggoo way back. 40 here. Yeah, okay, this is the most likely option. I really did want to try Snowman. Maybe I'll get Snowman in New Game Plus. This actually, maybe I can force a Snowman in New Game Plus. Because I bet you could dupe a Lapras in one of the other routes. I wanted Bax so bad. This game hates me. I kind of wanted Snowman, but I'll take a Bax. Arctibax. Arctibax. Do not kill yourself. Level 52 Arctibax. Should be okay. Still haven't taken a Paradox UB yet. That is correct. I don't think I'm intending to. Do not click the run button. Do not click the run button. Dupe for the pseudo room, right? What's a dupe? Oh, we're in a cave, right? Dusk balls. Hockey's young for Aerodactyl anyway. Solid chance that I might be. I don't know that it's coming to the E4 regardless, but Mega Arrow looks pretty sick into Sun Glacia for anybody who wants that low-hanging fruit. If you roll one, I think it pretty much rolls Sun Glacia. The only reason I can't bring it is because I need my Mega Slot in that fight to be used on Mawile. Because I need to funnel Mawile kills. I'm trying to beat Matt's record of 18 kills with Lopunny with Mawile, which just means I gotta burn the Mega on Mawile to pick up a couple kills. But that Mega Aerodactyl calcs into Glacia Sun incredibly well. Can you get to another room in Meteor Falls with just Surf, or do you need Surf Waterfall? You need Surf Waterfall. Mega Aerodactyl is late game as fuck. What do we name an Arctibax? He like a little pointy icy dinosaur alligator thing. Quincy. Godzilla, Krager. Oh man, these are also good suggestions, but he's already been dubbed Quincy. I looked at chat just a fraction of a second too late. Should have come up with names that all had the double K in them. Be on brand. It is not a Wurmple. Let's take a look at what this Baxcalibur gets to learn. 126. Did I cash in 126 already? Let me check. I did already cash in 126. I grabbed the Love Disc. I was a guaranteed Love Disc, I think. And I wanted access to the Love Disc Drake strats, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this was a guarantee. I already have a Mantine, so this was a guaranteed Love Disc. I did look at... Oh no, this is the one with the Lapras. There is a Lapras somewhere that I was looking at. 125. Oh, okay, so if I... I want to save... Walrein for next run, which means I could surf for Lapras or Shelder on 125. I have not cashed in 125 yet. There's no grass on 125. This is a 5% for Lapras, though. This is like this encounter is a Cloyster. 1% Lapras, yeah. Wow, really rare Laprases. Is there anywhere else you can get a Shelder? 106, which we didn't get ages ago. Is there anywhere else you can get a Cloyster? 106, which we did ages ago. Are either of these in Aqua Hideout? What is Aqua Hideout? Seafloor Cavern. Looking for Lapras? Nope. Looking for Shelder? Nope. Looking for Cloyster? Nope. What are we doing in Seafloor Cavern, I wonder? Oh, Mamoswine. I love Mamoswine. 20% on Mamoswine isn't bad. I don't think there's much on offer here. I can go probably get a Crobat from Azelf's room if I'm not using Azelf. Again, I have to delay this till I get Shaman though, so we can't go get this now anyway. Tell me I can do spin distrats and love distrats? Yes. Michael pioneered the spin distrats. I don't know who pioneered the love distrats, but they've been going around like crazy. I would say most people now kill Drake via love disc. Which is, honestly, I fucking love it. It's really, really funny. So I don't think there's... So do we want this Cloister from 125? I guess so, right? It means 125 is dead to me in a New Game Plus. Actually, no. It means 125 is a guaranteed Lapras in New Game Plus. Barack started Love Disc. Man, what a pioneer. I think we go get this Shelter so that in New Game Plus I can get a Lapras. And if I'm going to do this anyway, I might as well get the Shelter now. That's a good plan. And then we can confirm in the Tate and Liza note. So this one, we did Shoal Cave. This is wait for Sky Pillar encounter. Wait for Sky Pillar encounter. What did we do? Shoal Cave. So many encounters this chunk of the game. Shoal Cave was Baxcalibur. 133 might just end up getting saved for a roamer also. I don't even know, bro, like how many people read Love Disc's ability until they hear, wait, there's a Love Disc strat, and then they go try to figure out what it is. I'm on the right route. 125, surfing, 95% chance for a Shelter. Alright. We're actually happier with the Lapras probably, but I'm okay with the Shelter. Hello? Egads. Oh god, there's a trainer. My repel is off! What is happening? Where is that in the vanilla games? Alright. We hit the Shelter after some effort. The other goofy one is I don't have a Moss Deep encounter. There's no way I end up using a Corphish, I don't think. I already have a Clawitzer, it's never been used. I think when I go to do a New Game Plus run, if a Pokemon has never entered battle, I may let myself use it again, because like the point is to use different ones, right? This Clawitzer is never going to see use. I don't think Pelipper or Octillery will either, and I think Pelipper might be good in a world where I'm gonna have fewer flying types because I already hit Swanna. So I don't think any of these are gonna get used now. We're just not gonna bother. We can't name the Shelter Shelly, that's too obvious. We can't name it Durr, I feel like that's a little offensive. Sheldon? We already have a Gastrodon that my wife named Sheldon. Maybe Nougat? What's up? Oh, that's a cute cat. I should grab a photo for the Discord so they can see what I'm making cute noises about. Hang on. There we go. Is this fine to post? His hand. My wife just poked me to point out that the cat is falling asleep on her hand. I'm going to send this to the Nuzlocke channel. It's super related to Nuzlocks. And then bring it up on stream. That way. So people can enjoy. Please enjoy. Wife went in for Scritch, cat took advantage. My wife is her favorite. Who would have guessed? Maybe Nougat. Is this how you spell Nugget? Lancelot! Hang on a minute. That's an amazing name. Chowder is also pretty good. I like how regal Lancelot sounds. It does go with Bartholomew. Bartholomew is our whale lord, and I like that this is similar vibes for a mon that is also super thick. You put the monkey part about. Yeah, I can do that. Here you go. Hugskip is Hugskip really not in the EI server? I guess it's not. That's wild. Put the repel back on, even though we don't need it. Man, where was that luck when I accidentally encountered a fucking Corsola the other day? Heck. Oh, you're super welcome. Anytime. Alright, let's level up our new mons. There are only 2 of them, so it shouldn't take long. Oh fuck, we never went through all these mons last stream. Cause it was like 2:30 in the morning. We can do that real quick. There will obviously be no further battles. The back-to-backs take a long time to prep, and that's gonna be my to-do list for tomorrow. And I think also mow the lawn. Do we even level up the Corsola? Is that actually just a waste of time? Probably, right? The Gothitelle also probably a waste of time. This is convenient because these 6 all fit in the party, so we can get through them all. Oh, they did. I'm gonna just leave it here for the rest of the stream. I should stream with a cat photo on this side. This is such a good idea. Man, maybe that's how we handle ad breaks. Like I said, I've been thinking of signing up for affiliate so that people can gamble channel points on how many kills Mawile gets, and also so they can use... I'm going to commission a Mawile emote for chat to use, I think. And also make me drink my pina colada. But having like a cat photo up during the ad thing, so like the little small box just has this cat photo like zoomed in, that might make it a little easier to swallow as a pill, you know? Just a cat photo. Yeah, I don't have a webcam I can point at the cat the whole time. So this would be good too. Let's take a look at these followers. Marini looks awesome. It looks super. This actually just looks like a Toxapex. How is this going to change when it becomes a Toxapex? Cat GoPro. She likes to sleep in too many different spots for that, I think. But I'll consider it. Maybe we just update the cat photo every like half an hour or whatever. Or every ad break there's a new cat photo or something. I think my plan generally is going to be to do pre-rolls because I don't want to have to deal with ad breaks. I hate the idea of like interrupting stream for it. But I do want the channel points and the emotes. Oh man, this Toxapex, I love this sprite so much. Like he looks like he's headbanging, right? Right? Is this not like the most rock and roll hard banging Toxapex you've ever seen? It's just so great. What moves can this thing use that aren't banned? Poison Jab. Oh, Recover. Okay, that's good. That's good. Is Baneful Bunker banned? Oh my god. Rip Toxapex. Heavy metal? That's maybe a good... I almost kind of like that its name is Marie and it headbangs like this, though. It looks kind of funnier. Okay, Haze. Haze is a usable move. Baneful Bunker is not. Get out of here, this piece of crap move. We probably go Liquidation Poison Jab? Not sure how good an attacking Toxapex is, but I'll just leave it with some default stuff, so if I ever click it in the calc, I'm not confused. Because I do get confused. Oh shit, sorry, the cat photo is gone. There we go. And how does this look different from a Marini? It's just fatter. Oh, this is actually an excellent Toxapex sprite. Oh my goodness. Yeah, they cooked with that one. All right, let's see Gastrodon. I mean, this is a Shellos. I like his blorps. He does look like he blorps. Like, that is exactly the sound I think he would make. So, do you know what? We can set them all to level cap now, so I don't have to do that for each one. Pink Shellos, Best Shellos. I like both Shellos, I think, pretty much equally. But if I had to pick a Shellos, I would pick the pink one. Something about this one just seems a little cuter to me. I'm not sure what. I think it's the little frilly bits on the sides, as compared to the blue one that doesn't have the frilly bits on the sides. It has the frilly bits sort of along the back, which is nice, but I think I like the pink one better. Night, Irv. I will see you next time, potentially. You're not going to miss anything, I promise. Sleep well. Couple of new Mon sprites, and that's it. And then, if Toaster, I don't know what time it is for you, but if you'd like to resume your run through Mauville, I'll just raid you when I'm done with this, if you like. We can all shuffle. I think most of you shuffled over here from Toaster's stream, so we can just shuffle everybody back to Toaster's stream. It is kind of a fun part of this community, especially on weekends. There's just usually, it's only 9:30. Oh yeah, wow, so much earlier for you. It's 1:40, as you can see down here, it's 1:45 for me. You must be super West Coast. Is that all of them? Yes. When you were talking about in the first stream this morning, the early morning stream that wiped, I was like, it's like 2 p.m. Huh. Okay. Love disc. The goats. It blinks! Does it wink? Wow, I was not expecting a blinking animation. That's really goofy. Technically further west than West Coast. Oh wow. 11 AM for you. Man, this Pangoro looks so good. PSF would be happy with this. It's funny to me that like all of the online interactions. I obviously have a lot of online interactions, right? Like I work in the ROM hack development space. I am a raider in Final Fantasy XIV. I'm used to chatting with people from all over the planet, but it's cool how frequently the Pokemon community is like an even sprinkle across the board. There are folks in the hacking space who are like in Indonesia and India. The Philippines, I think there's somebody from Australia, there's a bunch of Europeans. There are more European maintainers for expansion than there are North American ones. There's like 2 other Canadians, I think. That's cool. But yeah, man, that is West Coast as heck. There's an Arctobax. He looks exactly like a raptor. Yes, you really gotta stick together. Heck yeah! I appreciate that you can also be up late because I am not a morning person. I am a night owl. And my current work. Oh, I don't even remember if I shared with this stream. But my contract that was supposed to be up last Friday, I'm gonna get another 4 to 7 months out of it. So I am not unemployed, which is great for my wallet. It's not great for finishing this game really, really soon. Because, you know, work, but... current job lets me sort of work, like, I work 7 hours a day, but my boss doesn't care when those hours are, because I work remotely. And I fucking, like, 10 to 6 is so much nicer a workday than 9 to 5 to me, it's ridiculous. Because I like staying up till, you know, 1 or 2 in the morning. I mean, my commute is 30 seconds, which is, I understand, is hugely beneficial. I'm very thankful for it. And it kind of enables that I can, like, my natural sleep schedule, I would prefer being up late and then waking up a little later. It works really nicely. I worked the overnight shift for a month. That's how that works. How did you go from rock engineer to AI goat? Lord up, please. Purely out of interest. So my hacking journey, if this is of interest, during the pandemic, you know how most people started a hobby during the pandemic to procrastinate the fact that the whole world was closed? I started a hobby project just before the pandemic to prolong not writing, to put off writing my master's thesis. So my favorite video game series of all time is actually not Pokemon, it's Fire Emblem. And there is a, let me go, FB Universe. There is a Fire Emblem ROM hacking community centralized on FEU. And I got into Fire Emblem hacking because, you know, I do a little bit of programming as a geoengineer. I am sort of a split, like, I'm trained formally to like a second year CS degree. My master's involved a lot of CS. My current work involves a lot of CS. CS being computer science. So programming is not foreign to me. Like my day job involves programming. So I got into Fire Emblem binary hacking. Love Fire Emblem hacking. Which is really funny that like this Vesely guy, you see this Pokemon background? This guy made like a Pokemon game in the Fire Emblem engine. It was super sick. I did a lot of documentation efforts when I was involved in the Fire Emblem hacking. This involves a process called binary hacking. Some of you may have heard of it. I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty details, but it's involving hex editing specific values in the game rather than writing so much code yourself. This has evolved a lot since I was involved in it, and now you get to write a lot more things using C, which you maybe have heard of C as a language, using C injection and shit. It's really cool how the community has evolved. But what did it in for me, I did this for maybe a year and a half, got really, really involved in the community. And then Fire Emblem Engage came out. I don't know how many Fire Emblem Engage. I don't know how many Fire Emblem fans there are in chat. I hadn't liked a mainline Fire Emblem game really, really intensely since Awakening, which was on the 3DS. Conquest was like the gameplay was good, but the story was nonsense. And then I didn't like the other ones. I really disliked Three Houses. And I'm the sort of person, like, I've played every English release of a Fire Emblem game. I've played most of the Japanese Fire Emblem games. I've done draft races with my friends in Fire Emblem games. Like, I love Fire Emblem so much. It is not the only series with decomps now. And the Fire Emblem 8 decomp is almost done, which is really cool. I might get into that again at some point, but what happened to Fire Emblem is Engage came out, and this is the best Fire Emblem game of all time for me. I am a gameplay first Fire Emblem player, and I thought the story was like a Saturday morning cartoon. Thought that was kind of fun. I like light bouncy stories, but this was like the best this is my favorite Fire Emblem game, and I was underwhelmed or disappointed, or in the case of Three Houses, actively hated, almost 10 years worth of Fire Emblem games. So, FE Awakening release date. So Awakening came out 2012. Engage came out 2023. So there's 11 years of Fire Emblem games that I don't like very much. I played them all. I love the series, even at its worst. Engage blew my fucking mind. This game was amazing. I loved it. It came out, my birthday is January 22nd. So what I wanted this year was, I told my wife, can you please go buy this, because this was a Friday. My birthday's this Sunday. What I want for my birthday is for you to go to GameStop and pick up Fire Emblem so I don't have to drive there. And I like it on the Friday morning, and I'm going to sit on the couch and play it all weekend. And I think I played 52 hours of Fire Emblem over the course of my birthday weekend. This game was amazing. And it completely annihilated all my motivation for Fire Emblem hacking. Because now there's a good Fire Emblem. There hadn't been a good Fire Emblem game in 10 years. For my taste. So I was going to make my own, right? And then they made a just S+ tier best gameplay the series has ever had, at least in my opinion. The most hacks do use Sacred Stones. Yeah, that's correct. So this incredible game comes out, and I'm like, I don't need to make a Fire Emblem hack now. There's just a really good one that I can play. This is better than what I would have made. Game was amazing. Did you not like Three Houses? I viscerally hated Three Houses. I thought it has the arguably the worst gameplay of any entry in the series. I am apocalyptically bored by everything in the monastery. I don't care about the story. I think it's poorly told. I think the characters suck. I think the map-to-map gameplay is hysterically bad. I think it is like there's no pushing for for side objectives. There's not a lot of like interesting terrain or map layouts. Like I am a map design geek, and Three Houses map design is pathetic. It's really, really bad. Engage has just some of the maps in Engage are just fucking amazing. If you like Fire Emblem, play Engage on hard mode. If you get through Chapter 5 is like a bit of a difficulty spike. The rest of the game is very enjoyable on hard mode. I would super strongly recommend it. This is same thing. This is a player phase Fire Emblem, not all the time, but a lot of the time. Way more so than Three Houses is. If you haven't played Engage yet, play it on hard mode. It's a fucking riot. Anyway, this came out 2023. It completely killed my desire to do Fire Emblem hacking because there was a good Fire Emblem game. But I really liked hacking. And so I also like Pokemon a lot. And you know what hasn't had a good mainline game in a long time? Pokemon. So I figured, okay, you know what? I'll put the Engage thing on pause. I finished my thesis. I had to stop altogether anyways because I finished my thesis in, I guess that was 2022? End of summer 2022. Then this came out 2023. And then I tried switching up Pokemon this spring because I didn't want to do Fire Emblem anymore. And the first thing I did was my favorite thing in Pokemon, shockingly to all of you, is I like switching. I think switching is cool. I played a lot of competitive mons at Gen 5 and 6, and I love like getting a switch prediction correctly and killing them on is like that is the best feeling in Pokemon to me. So I set out to go and start tinkering with Pokemon because this had full decomps. That was the other big thing. Fire Emblem did not have a full decomp at the time, and Pokemon did. And it also had expansion, which was huge. So I started very gently getting involved in Pokemon Emerald expansion. This is the hack base for it. Can we find my first pull request? Because it would have been early on. 6 pages of pull requests now. Christ. This one here. So yeah, see, June 21st, 2023. I started getting gently involved in this project. I was working on my own hack at the time. Just starting to learn the basics. This is me fixing a variable overflow bug. A lot of current maintainers started out their hacking journeys by finding a specific bug that annoyed them. So this is me finding a specific bug that annoyed me and fixing it. And then I just this community is fantastic. I really enjoyed the hacking project, and I just got more and more into it. It's now 2025, and I've gone from doing this to I am now one of the maintainers for this repository. So I am one of the people who goes through and reviews other people's pull requests and makes. I'm like the main AI development guy now for it. But yeah, that is how I got into Pokemon hacking. Bit of a long story. Started with Fire Emblem hacking. One day we need to geek and nerd out about Fire Emblem more, dude. I don't shut up about Fire Emblem. That's a dangerous slope. Were we doing something in Pokemon? Yeah, we were. That's a crazy move, okay. I love Fire Emblem. I have lots and lots of thoughts about pretty much everything about Fire Emblem. I think this series as whole is amazing, even the entries that I don't like as much. I respect that they're polarizing. I generally like polarizing games, but yeah. So you have good FE hacks. I mostly didn't play Fire Emblem hacks. Because I was it's hard to find time to both play hacks and make them. So I basically have done no work for expansion while doing this playthrough. I've done some bug fixes. There was a 2-week period that I streamed very, very little. It was because we were in a merge freeze before a major release and I had a pile of bug fixes to get through. Radiant Dawn, I love Radiant Dawn. I played that one when I was a kid, so there's probably some amount of nostalgia goggles. But I think the game is a really good time. Does it have some problems? Absolutely. I think it's a blast to play through. I love the size of the cast. I love the 3-tier promotion system. I think is really cool. Feels very unique. I like it a lot. All right, yeah, the ROM Hacking Hideout server is fantastic. So is Team Aqua's Hideout. I don't know if you've seen that one or not. It's a little bit more new player friendly, but it's fantastic. What other moves does this guy get we should give it? Breaking Swipe. Probably not. A Scale Shot, that's good. Is this Glaive Rush thing good? Foe attacks next turn can't miss and do double damage. That does not seem good. Let's go with Scale Shot. It's my favorite of all time. That is an excellent pick for favorite of all time. I think my favorite of all time now is Engage. Prior to Engage, it would have been one of Radiant Dawn, Awakening, or 7. Sacred Stones, Path of Radiance, also both excellent. Conquest, really good gameplay, but you know there are other things that I didn't like as much about Conquest. FE6 it's okay. It's not as good as FE7. Is 7 Siblings good? I've heard of that one, but I don't know. Have you played Vision Quest? I'd recommend Vision Quest. That is the only one that I've played and I really liked it. Bedtime? Sounds good. Yeah, we'll look into Vision Quest. Oh right, this is the loaded dice mod. Yeah, Vision Quest I think it's a really balanced start. The music on the first map is also amazing. It sold me right away. I think Pandan, the guy who made it, has a really good grasp of what makes like non-turtling forward momentum map design. I think he has a really good grasp of how to do that effectively. Just like Dragon type close combat. Oh, okay. Probably good. Give this thing recover. Probably recover Earth Power, Scald. Sledge Wave or something, maybe? Oh, and we have to see the sprites for this and for Arctibax. It's so cute. Just a one-turn effect. Okay, interesting. So it's like better close combat in some ways. That's cool. It's very good not just sit still and defend hack. Yeah, which I completely agree. I find that is the same thing that I was emphasizing in my hack design, that I had a few friends playtest a couple of maps. Like, I never finished anything, obviously. I switched to Pokemon instead, but I personally love that kind of map design. Shall there get anything unique? The Cloister doesn't? Or does Cloister have its whole moveset? Ah, I'll look at that another day. It's time for bed for me. Let's look at with Armaganium again. Have you played Engage Muffins? And what did you think of Three Houses? Please get back to Pokemon. Oh man, I should totally stream a Fire Emblem hack to 0 people at some point. That'd be fun. Well, I guess I could stream it for Muffins. So much. Yeah, okay, like, such good gameplay in that one. So fun. Yeah, no worries, Michael. It's totally fine. I bounced off of Three Houses super hard. In any case, it is 2 a.m. for me. My wife just stuck her head into the room and suggested it might be time for bed. I think she has a good point. Yes, stream. You know what? I think legitimately, I think streaming a Fire Emblem title would be a great time. I don't know if I'd do a ROM hack or if I'd do like just vanilla FE7 or something, but I think that'd be very fun. We could do a Nuzlocker's draft race, maybe. That'd be hilarious. Anyways, I have to head to bed. I'm glad that I will definitely remember this idea. Again, Fire Emblem is my favorite game series of all time, so this is a huge can of worms for me, and I'm happy to engage after we're done this hack. Let's try to finish this first, huh? Anyways, thank you guys all for attending. I am not going to just disappear. I am going to go raid Toaster. Let me figure out where the fucking raid button is again. Channel. So racing and kick my ass. Oh, dude, I've done one draft race in my life. For FE7. It was a blast. I don't know how well it went though. Stream manager. Right. All right. I will sign off here. Stick around if you want to get shuffled back over to Toaster. This will not be the end of the Fire Emblem conversation. And I'll catch you guys next time for the Aqua back-to-back. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Or Sunday, I suppose.
Alright, so we got 2 Intimidate Mons with us. So we have Arbok and Lux right here to help us out with the Stoutland if we need it. So spraying the Sludge always kills. It could bad odds switch, which is fine for us.